Hey y'all, welcome to Ziggurat Gaming. My name is Zenon, and I will be your host for today. I am joined by Mike.
Hi everyone.
And John.
How's it going, everybody?
And on this show, every other week we take a look at a closer, critical look at a recent game and a different game. We'll say retro, older, what have you. This week we're going to be discussing the white-hot Apex Legends, recently released on Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Pretty much everyone is playing this game. Already hit 8 million players in the first weekend, and last time I checked, it was over 25 million with roughly 2 million concurrent. This game is huge, and for pretty good reason, honestly. How have you guys? What have you guys been thinking about it? How have you guys been liking it?
Right now, this is the game that actually did it for me with the Battle Royales. Fortnite owning everything last year, I have never actually gotten into it, and Call of Duty's Blackout was a step forward for me. But this is the one that I actually find myself going back to now, and it took the world by storm.
Got it. So you didn't play the other ones, but did you like PUBG? Did you like Fortnite at all, or were you just like, nah, this isn't for me?
For me personally, PUBG had too many bugs. I had
That game was all bugs, man.
I had the problem of I would be running to a door and they get rubber banded about 30 feet away, and then all of a sudden I'd be inside a building and dead. So
yeah, let's be honest here. It still has bugs.
Yes,
yeah,
it does.
It is bugs to the game. Now, John, I know that you're a bit more of a fan of these games. How do you? What are your thoughts on it?
It's like, and I'll say this, like, I feel like this is probably not just one of the best, if not the best, Battle Royale. It's probably one of the best shooters we've had in a very long time. The way the guns feel each differently, like the feel of the kick of each gun, the designs of all of them.
You picked up that Mozambique.
Oh, I got a kill with the Mozambique the other day. It was the highlight of the match.
Did the game shut off? It's like, congratulations, you're the new champion.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's like, hey, this guy just got a kill over here with a Mozambique, no attachments. Get on his level.
It just shut down. So surely everyone clapped. You know.
The game then subsequently kicked me and was like, hey.
So it didn't count. Good.
Yeah, he wasn't allowed back on the servers after that.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Cheating, anti-cheating.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they did just kick 16,000 cheaters or ban them from the game. So 16,001, John.
Hey! I did not cheat. I never have cheated in any game whatsoever.
Mike, in post, if you could check his inflection and see, there are ways to determine if he's lying.
I will do my best to try that. I'll get all the experts on that.
Yeah. We have a team of this, I'm sure, researchers and all that. Okay, so initial impressions. I started a couple days afterwards because I'm not personally the biggest fan of the, I was going to say MOBAs, the Battle Royale modes. They are incredibly interesting to me. And like the idea of it is exciting and it's a lot of fun when I'm playing it. But it's not generally something I'll seek out. So it took me a couple days to get into it, and I ended up playing with a couple of buddies. I played with you folks as well, not to, infer that you aren't my buddies, but different groups. My bad. And my first immediate impression was, this is Titanfall.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys played Titanfall 2.
Yes.
Because no one did.
Titanfall 2 is one of the best, just bare bones shooters I've ever played.
It was, man, that campaign was dope.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, no, that was cool. Like down to the fonts, the HUD, I guess, if you want to call that, whatever it is.
Yeah, the HUD was fantastic.
The layout, it's slick. It is just slick presentation.
I mean, the smart gun design, they weren't just here's an AK-47, here's a futuristic auto rifle. Here's like a weird sniper. Like, they actually took time and developed the guns, so they all felt different. And like every assault rifle didn't feel like the other assault rifle.
Yes, for sure. And you're like, wow, this gun sucks. I hate this. Let me find the good one. I mean, that's still in the game.
Hey,
but,
where's the smart pistol? Like, where's that?
Sure.
And you'll have
sure.
a little bit of that in every game. That's what the diehard fans are going to be looking for. But personally, I like the fact that every gun in the game feels unique. It sounds unique. People react differently when they hear each one getting shot. Me personally, if I have a peacekeeper being shot at me, I'm going to be running, unless I have one of my own.
Sure. Sound design is excellent. Like, this is going to sound ridiculous. My favorite part of the game is legitimately when you're dropping in, and once you hit like 350 feet or whatever it is until ground, you hear that little ding bong, that little ping noise. That I'm like, damn, this is good.
Yeah.
And it's the entire game has a lot of good moments like that. But you know what I'm talking about. It's like 350 when you're dropping. It's great ass music.
It is.
And it's a great first impression too. Like, you have the party bus in Fortnite, which is goofy all around, and like that game tells you exactly what it's about.
Exactly.
This is a ridiculous thing.
It doesn't take itself seriously. It doesn't want to be taken like seriously, as in like a design
it's an
choice.
anti-PUBG.
Yes, it's
like,
very
it's
anti-PUBG.
Yeah, like everything that puts me off on PUBG is there. Like, it's got character, it's got charm in Fortnite, but this is like for me, I think it's a really good combination of, there's some goofy stuff, like, you have the whole, this is a game, this is the whole thing, but it's really slick, and this with a nice sci-fi package on it, and it feels good. The aesthetically, the design is cool, and the characters they're unique enough. Like,
I mean,
it's
the characters themselves. Like, it's a character shooter battle royale. It's not just like, hey, like, here's the skin you can buy that makes you look like John Wick and
which
Fortnite.
I mean, I'm waiting for that to come in the game.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why I played Fortnite for like really like try hard in one season, because at the end, the battle pass, you got to be John Wick. And I'm like, I want to be John Wick. Who doesn't? But yeah, like the different characters with the different abilities, and like some abilities are like, you want that one character in each match, like Lifeline, who
I mean, that's like a necessity.
Yeah, like the care package, the healing drone. Like,
how do you feel about those? Because I some of them I feel are just completely like useless. I probably haven't given them enough time, and I'll get into that later. But the flippin' what's his name? The poison guy.
Oh, I don't know. I have never actually. I've seen one person play as him, and he was on my team.
I don't get it. Like, I don't get what his deal is. Like, it's an open game, and you're running around all over the place.
And you want to place traps,
I kind of get him, because the guy that we played with, he said it actually, when someone sets off those traps, it actually pings and lets you know that they're there on his screen, so you can use it.
Would you want to even be there? I mean, I guess if you're camping out, like, this is the spot I'm going to stay in.
Well, it depends. If you're getting into late game circles, you kind of want to have that bottleneck of, hey, this guy's over here. We need to get that.
That's fair.
It's very situational.
In that I'm terrible at this game, so I've those small circles. I'm like, oof.
Yeah.
Not quite making it that far. What about you folks? How do you feel about the character customizations? You guys, have you played Team Fortress 2 or I guess Overwatch most recently?
About you're getting the items for the character. Like, you're not like the hats in Team Fortress. I know about that.
Oh yeah, purely cosmetic. Yeah, but I guess Overwatch would be the easiest comparison.
I like this a lot better than, say, the Overwatch loot boxes, just because it's like, hey, here's this loot box, and you're gonna get these 3 random things with varying degrees of rarity and whatever. But unlike
that animation
Overwatch,
takes forever, though,
yes, it does. They should have a skip button. But
yes.
There should be there's no duplicates, which is such a like you think an obvious thing, but like
No,
because
Overwatch
they have
likes to give out their coins.
yeah,
What are you talking about? You can't get duplicates. You get coins.
but like what I'm
It's totally different.
but what I'm saying is like in Overwatch you could get coins, but you could also get a duplicate of like a legendary.
Oh yeah,
and
no,
get
that's
like
stupid,
500 coins.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's
Uh,
like, why do I want this?
But like in Apex, there's no duplicate skin. You can't get a duplicate of a skin you already have.
Yeah,
which
I mean,
is
it's
good.
at the end of the day for me, it's still a loot box, and I'm like,
Oh yeah,
whatever about it. Thankfully, it's cosmetic and it's fine. It's, I guess, this is inherently, I'm disinterested in those. Like, I'm very tired of
Yeah.
those, but that's fair.
uh,
Specifically,
there
I was
was a
talking about like their
streamer
ults.
who actually
Mhm.
calculated this all out. You can get everything that is currently in the game for $500.
Okay, I'm not doing that.
No,
but okay.
of course, like no normal like person who's not a streamer or who is not like that well off is going to spend $500 just to get
Yeah.
a knife cosmetic for Wraith. But
Yeah, dude, I got to get I got to get that Samsung phone so I can get that Fortnite skin.
Yeah.
Like, obviously.
Yes, you got to pay that $1,000 for that skin, you know.
Yeah, it's worth it. Flip it for 800.
Exactly. That's true too. Put it up on auction.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very interesting to me, and like seeing this game completely explode is technically you have Fortnite before this, but not related in the battle royale. Like for me, the biggest game that popped up was like Minecraft. Like, but
Yes.
that was for me, it was a slow burn because I played
Oh.
it in the beta. I'm like, this is dope Lego. And then I touched it like maybe once, like 2-3 years later.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, these parodies on YouTube that keep on popping up in my videos. What's going on here? Why? But it's huge. It's enormous.
I think a big part of it is Fortnite kind of came out, took the world by storm, but it was the thing that didn't take itself seriously. It's very cartoony, and I feel like it was geared more towards a younger audience.
well,
Mhm.
Where
let's start out with that's in the
Well,
future.
PUBG as well, I guess. You know, obviously.
Yeah.
But
If we all take it back, Fortnite was originally a tower
A Minecraft
defense. It was originally a tower defense game.
yeah,
with
but like,
building.
dude, it looked like Minecraft. Like, it was like 2012.
And it was like, hey, we're gonna do this, and then you didn't hear anything for a very long time, and then they're like, hey, it's finally coming out. This is what it is, and here's the save the world thing. Here's this
Yeah, and
found.
everyone's
You
like,
can buy
okay, I
this
don't give a
founder's
shit about
pack,
this.
and you can do this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I actually
Oh, and also there's this free game mode, this battle royale.
that
mode,
came
like-
later.
it did come later.
That actually came
Originally,
after
it was
the
a
release.
base defense against the zombies
Yeah.
coming out of portals.
which I'm personally more interested in. But yeah.
It's actually a fun game. Like I actually own it. I bought the founder's pass for it
Got
because
it.
I was very interested in it.
I think I played it with you a few times.
Yeah. And it is a very fun game, and they keep adding the stuff they add to the battle royale aspect of Fortnite. They keep adding to the single player or co-op version of the game as well. It's not stagnant. They didn't forget about it.
Oh, okay. Because is that the music block, the music notes that they added in there?
Kind of. So like, they
Because I know that I've seen some
they
hot toasty memes on that.
yeah, but they keep adding. Like they had the Chinese New Year event, like in the main game or the side game, depending on what you play.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Um,
Meanwhile, there's like 13 developers left on there. Like,
Yeah.
this was supposed to be the big one.
yeah.
Exactly.
Just pissed.
But yeah, like that's how it started. It didn't, and Fortnite it was such a slow burn to get to the popularity that it has now. Whereas
yeah.
in Apex is like, hey, here's this game you didn't know existed.
Yeah, made by this game
play
that
it.
people really didn't buy because it was an Xbox exclusive, right?
Yeah, Titanfall was a Xbox exclusive.
And PC, but
Yeah,
but like,
Well-
yeah, it's like,
and then
and especially in the generation where Xbox is, like, for me, not the console.
no,
Like,
it
I
had
was,
to work to get back to where it is now. Like,
which
I'd argue it's
a
still
different
working.
conversation entirely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
Yeah.
But my thing is though, Fortnite is kind of what built up this battle royale genre that we currently are seeing coming out of all the developers. And I think what people were waiting for was for a game to come out that had a big enough company backing it, but with a slightly more realism, not to the point of Call of Duty Blackout.
Well, that's your PUBG, you know?
That is your PUBG, but
Like-
this game doesn't have the bugs that PUBG does, and the characters and the way that they interact with each other while you're playing the game, and just their personalities in general are what keep you coming back. You're not just a faceless character running around, no voice.
Sure.
And
It's got like the not quite pick ban system, but the pick system that you see in like a modern competitive games.
yeah, and I feel like that's
Like-
what people were waiting for, at least the older generation. I think that's where the spike is coming from.
Yeah, it's a lot
Sure,
of
I can see
it's
that.
a lot of guys who are like Fortnite seems way too kiddish, or like not kiddish, but
Yeah, it had the balance thing.
Fortnite's
Yeah.
meme driven. We'll be
It,
honest here.
this, you brought up a good point with the this is like a reaction to these things. This totally reminds me of I don't know if you remember that MOBAs used to be the giant thing, like
were.
back in 2009, 2011, because League of Legends was enormous.
League of
It was
Legends is how you
huge.
make money,
It
man.
still is. Yeah, and then there was the I swear there might have been the DC one, but I know there was a Lord of the Rings battle royale of all things. Or I'm sorry, MOBA.
Yes.
There was the and people are like Valve's coming out with a MOBA. Like, all right, good luck with that. And that's the one I play because whatever. But like, it feels like this. Like for me, Dota was like, they got everything right. Like this game is ridiculously stupid. Like the barrier to entry is absurd, but it's got the depth I want. And this game feels like when I first saw it, I was like, it reminded me of like, okay, these are developers like, hey, we like this, and this. We're gonna buy this, that, and the other thing, and we're gonna wrap it in a nice little package. Oh, also it's free.
Seeing that
Oh, and also it's out now.
yeah, that free thing and them releasing it just because it's done. I feel I've read interviews too, and it seems like this is more of a passion project. These guys had to pitch this to EA. EA thought this game was going to fail, and
And meanwhile, it turns out Anthem was the game that was gonna fail.
that's honestly that's
that's
what
what-
it's feeling
I mean, it
like
remains
right now.
to
Is
be
this
seen,
game is going to
but
cannibalize
like-
Anthem, but
Dude, that game Anthem does not seem like
This
fun.
thing
I
is cannibalizing everything right now. Like
it is.
it's-
But the thing is, Anthem is coming from the same developer. Anthem's
Well,
Anthem's coming from the same
publisher,
studio. It's coming
publisher.
from- yeah,
Publisher.
same publisher. It's coming out of
publisher
EA.
because it's BioWare versus Respawn.
Yeah, exactly.
which
But
is a
it's going to
very
cannibalize
ironic-
itself out of EA.
Yes.
I think, dude, I'm honest. Like, I watched some gameplay because I'm not going to spend $60 on Anthem. I don't think that game needs to cannibalize anything. I think it's already tripping on the sword, dude. It's stabbing itself. Like, that game does not look great, and it does not look like fun. It looks like some of the things that Destiny worked hard to fix. I would say give that game a couple months and see if it has like a Destiny-like turnaround. But I think Anthem kind of seems like dead on arrival,
Which
even without this game. Because that demo was not good.
no, it wasn't.
I wouldn't know. I couldn't play it because I had permanent loading screens every time.
Which is apparently still a thing, like 2 to 3 minute loading screens per time, and apparently 3 to 4 loading screens to get to like editing things
Yeah.
and getting in the game, which is fucking 10 minutes. I don't have that time. But yeah,
I just find this kind of role reversal funny because when Titanfall 2 released, it kind of
that
got
game is so good.
it is
Damn it,
and
no one played it.
well because it released right between Battlefield and Call of Duty.
Yeah, it released at the worst time it could have possibly
EA
released.
should
Basically.
not
No, it's
have
a bummer though
released
because I
it
feel like it was
next to a week after Battlefield. Like
yeah, but I feel like it was better than both of those.
It was.
Like
It
I'm not the
was.
biggest fan, to be honest with you, of those, but like way more. Was that Advanced Warfare when it released?
I'd have to look into that.
I don't know exactly, but like, that's fine. But like, it's like, yeah, that didn't help. But there's just yeah.
Yeah, and the problem is
Still
the
upset
problem
about
for that
Titanfall.
one was you're not going to tear away a Battlefield fanboy from Battlefield. You're not going to tear away a COD fanboy from COD. That's not
Yeah.
going to happen.
Which is true, and you know what? That's and this one, it seems like, nah, dude, I just like this type of game, so I'm going in
Exactly.
on this one.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yeah. Yeah, very totally. All right. I gotta ask: have either of you won yet?
Yes.
That's a
have.
good story, Mike. You should tell it.
You don't need to rub it in, guy.
So
Right. Let's next subject. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, I actually was just playing by myself the other day. 2 days ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that was yesterday morning.
Make sure you get this right. I will fact check this. I'm going to check your records.
But I got randomly match made into a game with Triple Wreck and one of his friends.
I don't know who this is. But I'll pretend
Triple
like,
Wreck
okay, go
is
ahead.
a very large Destiny streamer. He's actually streaming Apex right now on Twitch.
Oh, we're okay.
But
All right, interesting.
I was doing my best basically to not sandbag him too much. I ended up with 2 kills. He was kill leader at about 9, and his friend had about 7.
Oh wow.
And we just didn't play defensively at all. We got our weapons, got kitted out, and we just tore through that map until everyone was dead.
Nice.
So
Okay.
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That's pretty cool, honestly.
hmm
Especially with like a larger, like, oh, this guy knows how to play.
Yeah, it was weird. He wasn't streaming at the time, but it was just him playing, just having fun. So,
Yeah, I got maybe my best is like top, like 8 players left. So
yeah.
4 squads, maybe 3 squads, but no, it was 4 squads. There was like some weird two boys chilling. I'm not good at this game. I will tell you first and foremost, I'm terrible at this game and terrible at a lot of these types of games. What about you, John? Any sweet epic wins?
No,
Or if that is that the other game?
I have not. I have not actually had any wins. I've gotten top 2 consecutively the last like 4 matches where I've been
A lot of the
not
times that I
just
play
shot-
with you, we end up top 2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah. But that's what really pissed me off was last night 2 matches back to back pretty much. Last 2 people. A guy on our team left mid.
Oh, so you pretty much just had to shoulder the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like, all right,
He
it was
left,
a
guess I'm doing
1
this.
2v3.
squad left.
Yeah, 1 squad
Oh,
left,
nice.
2v3. We had the disadvantage
Jake,
of circle.
come down for dinner. Mom, I'm gonna win.
Yeah, pretty much. And then the other one, same situation.
I'm
But
getting the real my team is the problem
no.
mentality from you, John.
No, I
I'm
got
just, I'm
kicked.
just picking that up here.
I got kicked from the match. I got booted back to the main title.
This is further proving my point. Vote kick bad player. Toxicity is not a joke, my friend.
Okay. But that that was probably the saltiest I've ever been because we were literally about to win, and then it kind of went downhill.
Yeah.
And if we had a third person, we would. If I was in the game,
Oh, sure. You could have totally, yeah. On the subject of that, though, as far as getting kicked, I know we had some issues connecting together, and I also had some issues connecting with some of my other friends when we were playing, where the third person wouldn't load. Like, it was just me. Well, in this instance, it was Mike and I, and you were just not in the game.
yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
and it wouldn't load, except for that one time it did, but it just seemed very
That was when I
odd.
got left out of the game, though. It loaded
Yeah,
in
that was,
later.
Oh, that was
yeah,
you.
that was Mike.
I mean, I feel like we all got that left out once at
At
least.
least.
But yeah, for sure.
I feel like, I mean, that bug or whatever what we want to call
Feature.
that. Yeah. The getting kicked and the there was some server issues they had a couple days ago, where like you just couldn't load into the game. Period.
Yeah, I mean, have you experienced a lot of those bugs, or
Like,
'cause
not
that
very
was
often.
generally it, and like I had some weird sound issues where I just had no ambience, like no ambient sounds at all. It was just straight up just running,
Yeah.
and then gunshot. I was like, all right,
I've actually never.
still didn't win, but all right.
I haven't had any like really big problems on Xbox besides when the servers were down.
Okay.
No
So much
kicking,
then.
no third person wouldn't load.
Got it.
And then like on PC, I'd get them maybe once or twice a night, but like that, if at all. Like it wasn't like a main thing.
The whole it wasn't like okay, I'm expecting a bug.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't
this isn't-
expect
okay.
it, and it's like, oh, it happened. All right, just load back in or restart
Sure.
the app and do it again.
Okay. What about you, Mike? Any game breaking or weird stuff that happened to you?
Other than me not loading in sometimes, usually I end up still loading in like right before the character select, but there are times where I just get left on the start screen sometimes.
Oh, just like, please carry me to victory, guys.
Yeah, so other than that, I haven't really had any connection issues too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like we talked a good amount of the game. Like it looks, I like the style. I think we're all kind of in agreement that we like the way it looks.
Yes.
How do you? What about your final impressions on it? Like what? I mean, it seems like you both would recommend it for sure. But what about you, Mike? How you feeling? You gonna stick with this one, or it's gonna be like a flavor of the month thing, or?
No, I think this game definitely has my attention now. Even when other games start coming out, this is probably going to be my free time game.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a good way for me to unwind, actually.
What about you, John?
No, yeah, this is my free time game as well. I just have to balance it with the list of games that I buy and not playing because I'm playing this. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Red Dead, and Assassin's Creed.
Oh, oof. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that one. Yikes! Sorry, Red Dead. I'll get to you once my PS4 stops spitting out discs. What about you? Might come as a surprise. I think this game is exceptionally well made. I think it is fun to play, especially when you're with friends. I fucking hate it. I when I'm playing it by myself, I cannot stand it. Like if I'm with a friend, that's the only way I like it. But I am so bad at these games, and I know it is 100% my fault. I cannot stand it. Like I always end up getting bad weapons, and because I'm bad anyway, I can't make do with what I have. But like, this is such a good game that I wish I could get into. But like it does so many things right. I just cannot like do it. I think it's a fantastic game.
See, and that's fair. I feel like these games in general are made to be played with other people, particularly friends, and just sort of relax and just play. So
I feel like I just missed the boat on the battle royales, and like there's so many things that they do right that I love. Like I love the roguelikes, which is essentially it's a hyper roguelike, you know, like you're fast paced, grab them and go and good luck and work with what you got. I have never had the skill. Like I've won a few times in PUBG and Fortnite. I don't want to talk about that, but I just these games are not for me. This is such a well made game. It has just about everything I want, but I just don't enjoy. Like when I was playing this, I was like, this kind of feels like a chore, because when I was playing with you folks, it was a bit better, and my friends it was a bit better. But by myself, I was like, yeah, I'm doing okay. This is great, but it's just not for me.
No, I understand that. Like,
fucking hate it. Zero Fortnites out of PUBGs. That's what I give this game.
Too much water.
Fuck this game. Yeah, fuck this game. Too much water.
Too much water.
You can't swim. Bullshit. Great sound design. Great characters. Great everything. Solid ass game. Fuck this game. Zero.
So what I'm hearing from you is it's a you problem, not a game problem.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
This game's solid, man. Yeah.
What if there was
what if this was a top-down?
Yeah, top-down.
Third-person strategy.
Yep.
Yeah, where you defends two areas,
Yeah,
kind of like a defense of ancients. Yeah, I could totally do that. That sounds way better.
So you just need a genre switch, and you're on board.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, get me. Where's my Apex Legends skins for Dota 2? Epic, make it happen.
You just made a thing that I want now is a real-time strategy game of Titanfall.
Called Command and Conquer, dog.
I know, but I want Titanfall.
Titanfall and Conquer. Yeah, it's a bummer. I probably won't be playing this. I might play this a couple times with my friends, but it's so well made.
It won't be your go-to time waster.
No, it's that's honestly, I'm getting back into Destiny and other games, but yeah, it's so well made. I just wish that I liked it. So, yeah. What about you folks? Final ratings, final thoughts?
I feel like this game does a lot of things right, for the battle royale genre, and it does more. Just like real quick, the ping system is phenomenal.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yes.
Straight up, when I saw that, I was like, "Fuck yeah!
Like,
give me some MOBA action in here. Like that should be in everything."
Yeah, like the fact that I don't have to talk to the 2 other random people I'm playing with to get across what needs to happen for us to like do well is just revolutionary.
Yeah,
for this.
because like fuck people, you know.
Like, I just don't
I
have a
would've-
guy over there flossing, for over.
Exactly.
Which, I mean, again, that makes the game bullshit. So whatever. Like, but yeah. So final rating, final for you, John.
It is I would say it's a near perfect game. 8.5 out of 10.
All right. Not enough water. And what about you?
Not enough masters.
Mike?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Any ratings you'd give it, or just I did a goofy one because I don't think I'm qualified because I don't like these types of games.
Honestly,
But-
I think I'm gonna give this one a solid 9 out of 10. It got me back into the battle royale genre, and I think honestly this is getting to a revolutionary point for these types of games.
Yeah, it's solid, man. Like I'll pick it up for sure, but no, not my own accord. This would be a suggesting game for sure. Cool. Well, that about wraps it up for our topic this week. You folks have anything else going on? Anything interesting? No? Boring
think
lives?
we're all
Me
done.
too. You too? Cool.
Wow.
All right. So next week, I think we decided on what you want to do: original Legend of Zelda,
Yeah.
or
That's what we're my
Okay.
official first playthrough as well.
and what about you, Mike? Have you played that before?
I actually haven't played that one before either. My first was Ocarina of Time, I believe.
Okay. Okay, so this will be interesting. Obviously, rapid, like completely dramatic, different genre and style.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm totally down with Legend of Zelda, like OG. It's available on the Nintendo
eShop.
money online thingy for
Oh,
free quote. I got you guys covered. Don't worry. But yeah, we'll do that and we'll have some more discussions on that. And sounds pretty good. Thanks for joining me and thanks for doing this, you guys.
yeah, anytime.
I think that pretty much
That was
wraps it
fun.
up. Alright, yeah, we'll see you next week and with some classic Legend of Zelda coverage. Have a good night, y'all.